Hello everyone. Today's video I'm going to talk about how to get unlimited leads. When we do the events with our team, it's our number one goal to get leads. That's besides the appointments that we want to do right there on the spot. The more team members you have, the more leads you're going to be able to get, because it's tiring when you are interacting with the crowd, and if you don't have lots of team members there that they can take turns so they can approach other ones, it's going to get overwhelming for you, especially at a big event. Some events, you don't have to bring a lot of team members because they're small. However, if you're doing that, be prepared to not sit behind the table. Be prepared to interact with everyone that passes by and to get people excited about coming into your booth. When I set up my booth or my space, I do not block the entrance. I do not put a table in the front that blocks the entrance of the booth. I want to make it inviting. I want to have people come in and look at what I have, and I want to be outside my space interacting with other, with the crowd. Also, one of the things that we like to do is approach the vendors. By the end of the event or during the event, either me or another team member would go and pass out information to the team member, to the events, the events vendors that are there, so that they can also participate in our raffle. We do get leads from them, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, I want to tell you that when you are doing an event with a lot of team members, make sure that they know that they are responsible of doing their own raffles. So if you are with, 10 team members doing an event, divide the leads, or they keep their own leads because they establish a connection. At some events, we have gotten so many leads, over 300 leads, and we just put it in one basket, and then we separate them and give to each team member the leads that we have separated. So some of the raffles that we do a big raffle, and then we do little raffles. When I'm doing my raffles, I want to be able to invite everybody. So how do I do that? At the end of the event, I take my leads and then I pull the winner of the raffle. Then I call that person, or I email that person letting them know that she was also a winner. It's a good idea that when you have a lot of leads, that you put them all into an email, into one email, letting them know that you have a gift for them, for the ones that did not win the big raffle, so that you can have a second contact with them. Not all of them are gonna, reply to you. It's best if you give them a call. I suggest that you do give them a call. However, if you do not have the time to answer to, a lot of leads, your first step is to email them or text them. And then your next step is to give them a call, letting them know, the ones that did not win the big raffle, that you have a gift for them that they earn, that they won from the raffle that you did at the last event. The most important thing is the follow-up. When you do an event, be prepared for the follow-up, not only for the names and numbers that you collected, but also for the new team members that are coming in. Have a plan depending on your time. Some of my representatives are super busy, so they do an event and then they have to work the next day, and then they don't have a lot of time to do the calling. However, the event was successful and they receive leads. Make sure that you have a system that works for you. And if you are not good with time, hire somebody, hire an assistant, somebody that will help you. You don't have to pay them money. Some high school girls will be very happy to, help you 1 hour, 2 hours a day in exchange for their own products. So look around in your family and ask them, hey, how would you like to become my assistant? And I will reward you with products until you have the cash to pay them. Make your business work for you. You must know how to delegate. However, if you're doing an event and you're not following up with the business that you have, you're wasting your time because the follow up is the most important thing. So let me tell you how I get, or how we get, and how we teach our team to get leads at the events. We have the contact card, which has a name, address, phone number, and email address. And the contact card that we use, you can find it at our team website, builditbignow.com, and they're called contact cards. So print them out, and they're 4 to a page. Cut them and have them ready for your event, as well as testimonials. Use somebody's testimonial when you're doing events so that you can let people know the earnings potential that they could have with their own Avon business. When we do events, mainly we recruit. However, if the event is a sales event and we realize that, then we let the customers purchase, and then at the end of the purchase, then we approach them with the opportunity. So you have to determine if you're doing a sales event or if you're doing a recruiting event, which one you're going to prioritize. And yes, you can have products on both. However, you have to prioritize. If you're recruiting, you stick to recruiting, and then sales. If you're selling, you stick to sales, and then at the end of the sale, once you collect the money, then you approach them with the opportunity so that the customer finishes the transaction and they can purchase the products. So what we do, we stand in the front of the table, and we give the crowd or the people a sample. Here's a free sample for you. We give them the business card. If we get a positive contact with that person, we just tell them, come, we have a free raffle. Come sign up for a free raffle. We don't ask. I don't ask, and I teach my team, do not ask, because when you ask, you you wait for people to give you their choice. You're giving people choices. So you already know that you want their name, number, and email address so you can follow up with them. And why is that? Because a lot of people go to the event not thinking about either buying or networking with anybody, especially the fairs. Those are the hardest events because people go there to ride the rides, have fun, eat, and they're not thinking about the vendors or starting an Avon business. So some events are more effective than others. You just have to interact with the crowd. If there's a crowd, there is a successful event. So my advice is not to base one event's results into what you're gonna, the results that you're gonna get out of your Avon business. Do events, a combination of them. If you're a shy person, you must do events because people come to you. It's gonna develop your confidence when you're talking to them. So you wanna make sure that you do a lot of events instead of approaching. For me, I'm shy. I am. Even though what I do, I still approach people because I want to teach my team members, and I have gotten used to doing that. But it's not an approach that I feel very comfortable doing. So I rather do events where people come to me. So there are choices. Whether you're a shy person or not, you have choices. Pick the prospecting activity that works for you and a schedule. If you're sitting at home waiting for your customers to knock on the door or your recruits to arrive, you're not running a successful Avon business. So the same way you get up and go to work, if you have a job, it's the same way. You must create a schedule for your business. So if you're not recruiting, if you're not selling, that means that you're not doing your job. You don't have a firm schedule. There's no way that you cannot have a business coming in if you are following a schedule. That does not exist. So look at your business and look at what you're doing and determine if you are spending time in your Avon business, at least 1 hour a day, 1 hour a day to do some kind of prospecting, some kind of approach, some kind of contact with somebody, social media sharing, etc. So I went aside the subject that I was talking about because I want to make sure that you understand that it's not a 1 day of doing event and getting 300 leads. It's about a combination of many events so you can have a successful business and successful team members and sales coming in all the time. So don't ask, okay? So I'm going to do a little replay of what I do so you can have an idea and visualize and use your own technique. This is what works for me, what I teach my team. You have to use your own words. So I'm standing by the table. Hi, here's a free sample for you with my business card. If you don't want to give out the bombitas, then give out the bombitas when you're collecting names and numbers because they are a little costly and time consuming to produce. So just a sample, and you can use the samples 100 to a pack for $4, very inexpensive for your events. There's ones that come already with the men and women fragrance in it. So those are super, super good to give out randomly at those events. So here's a sample for you. And of course, you're giving them your business card. In case they walk away with the sample, they still have your business card. And if they do, you let them know, I gave you my business card. You can order and get free shipping from my website to develop your website, your website volume. And then you tell them, come, we have a free raffle. You can earn a free basket or a free gift. Here it is. Give it to them. Have them fill out the form, the contact form, and while they're filling it out, then you start with your connecting. Have you thought about starting your own Avon business? No, we can show you how to earn at least $200 in 2 weeks and $100,000 or more in 1 year. Great. What do you do for work? I do this or I don't work. Then your connection starts. Be confident about how you're talking to that person and offer them a free raffle. Don't ask. Don't tell them, would you like to enter a free raffle? No. Hi, come over here. We have a free raffle. Here, enter your name and number. It's free. And then once they do, then you start talking to them. You want to have people come to you. You want to have people come to your table. That's what's going to make your event successful. So here it is. We have gotten over 300 leads at one single event. It just depends how many people are there, how many team members are working the event, and how well trained they are. Don't sit behind the table, interact, and if you had to play this video 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, please do, but learn the approach and share with us. Share with us your results and share with your team. And I wish you a very successful event and thank you for your question. Just keep asking questions and I will continue to do my videos. Have a great time doing your events. Bye, and I see you all in Orlando.